Hi, welcome to your practice. My name is Lizzie with Little Ocean Yoga, and today's practice is all about your low back. Whether you have stiffness, tightness, low back pain, this practice is for you. For this practice, we'll definitely be using a wall, so you'll need some wall space. So kind of look around your house and see what you have there. And then you don't necessarily need a bolster like this, but if you happen to have a big pillow or couch cushions or something you could use, I'll show you how you can use it to relieve some low back pain. But if you don't have it, no worries, you can still totally do the practice. All right, I'll have you begin laying on your back. All right, so straighten your legs out in front of you. Now, a lot of times this shape will put some pressure in the low back that's uncomfortable. So if you're noticing that right now in your body, what you can do is bend your knees, set your feet down, and let the knees rest towards one another. And that should take any pressure out of your back. So either shape, find stillness. Take deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. A couple more. Begin to breathe just through your nose. Create a steady rhythm of breathing. One of the best tools that we have to relieve low back pain or any sort of pain is our breath. So as you practice breathing slowly and more fully, it helps the nervous system calm, oftentimes reducing any feelings of pain in the body. Everybody, bend your knees and hug both your knees into your chest. If you have the space, interlace your fingers around the knees or the shins there, and just stay in this tiny little ball. So as you bring the knees in here, you're stretching your hips, your low back out. So take a couple deep breaths. Set both your feet back down to your mat and take your feet wider than your hips, so maybe about the width of your mat. Reach your arms out wide. So I'll have you windshield wiper your knees side to side here and start with little movements and just pay attention to how this feels in your body, but especially your low back. Sometimes you'll be better off with little movements. But if you feel okay here, you can start to windshield wiper, making bigger motions, taking the legs all the way one way and then the other. But ultimately, you're the guide of your body here, so just pay attention to what you feel. So as you windshield wiper, we're loosening up the hips, the low back, the spine. Good. Bring the legs through the center. Roll over to one side of your body. Rest your head on your arms. And lift yourself up to seated. Straighten both your legs out in front of you, and we'll take a twist here. So bend your right knee, set your foot to the floor, and place your right hand behind you. Your left arm, either hug this right leg in, or you might be able to get your elbow outside of it. Twist gently and look over your right shoulder. And make sure you stay sitting up tall. And use your breath. Very good. Unwind, switch sides. Straighten your right leg, bend your left. Plant the foot down. Place your left hand behind you. Your right arm can either hug the leg in or maybe wrap the elbow outside of it. And then twist, turn, look over your left shoulder. Steady breathing. Very good. Come out of your twist and slide your left leg straight. We'll use the wall from here. So go ahead and scoot your hips up as close to the wall as you can. And then lay back and reach your legs straight up. You want to make sure your hips are flat on the floor. So just depending on your body, you might have to scoot a little bit away to get the hips down. Now reach your arms out wide, palms up. So this shape alone, if you did no other movements or stretches for your back, this is great because you're gently lengthening and stretching through the backside of your body while taking any pressure out of your spine. And close your eyes and breathe slowly. Our body is very intelligent. The body naturally wants to heal itself and is very good at it. Our job is to cultivate an environment where the body can restore itself. So in these moments, simply being still and taking deep breaths is very nourishing for your body. And take your legs out wide, straddle. Keep your breath steady. Return your legs, your feet together up the wall. Oh, place your arms by your sides. If your fingers touch the wall, that's okay. And bend your knees just a little, let's say an inch or so. Move through this gently. Press into your heels, and as you inhale, lift your hips up from the floor just a bit. And as you exhale, set your hips down. So feel that out, and as you get more comfortable, maybe the hips can come up higher. Slowly lowering down. If you intuitively know this is not comfortable for your body, simply allow the legs to remain straight, or you can even bend them like a squat here. Otherwise, keep lifting. And as you lay back down, set each part of the spine, your vertebra back down. Peel them up little by little and set them down. So go through that a few more times. If it feels appropriate to rest, please trust that and rest. Do one more if you're still moving here. Very good. We'll take wall pigeon from here. Now everybody's different how much you have to scoot away from the wall. So bend your knees and let's say scoot a few inches away to start, and then we can figure it out from there. Bend your right knee, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. From here, bend your left knee, bring your foot down the wall. Now, if your hips come up quite a bit like mine did, you'll have to scoot a little further away from the wall. You want your hips either on the floor or pretty close. You might be feeling a stretch here in the outer right hip, the glute, the hamstring, in the low back. Once you've found your appropriate place to be here and shape, simply breathe. Use your breath as a way to signal to the body that it can relax. Release both your legs straight back up the wall and take a few moments between sides. And take these moments to notice and pay attention to your body. Learn to tune in to some of the more subtle sensations in the body. Switch sides. Bend your left knee. Cross your ankle over your thigh. Bend your right knee. Bring your foot down the wall. It can be very different side to side, so you might need to scoot in closer to feel a little more or scoot away to feel a little less. Kind of adjust as needed here and find a place to settle into. Breathe. And trust the intelligence of your body. Reach your legs straight back up the wall. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Bend your knees, roll off the wall. Bring yourself around to seated. We'll just do one seated here. Place the soles of your feet together, but move them away from you so it's almost like a diamond shape with your legs. Start with your hands next to you like a kickstand sitting up tall. If you feel a stretch, stay here. Otherwise, begin to lean your way forward, rounding your spine, letting the head hang, and moving your breath consciously. Lift yourself up and plant your feet about hip-width apart on your mat, heels a bit away from the hips. Now grab the backs of your thighs, and this is a version of cat-cow. So as you hold your legs, lift your chest, look up. As you exhale, bring your chin to your chest, round your spine, and lean back. Again, inhale, sit up tall, look up. Round your spine, lean back. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Lift up. Round your spine, lean back. All right, sit up tall through the center. Straighten your legs. We're reclining backwards, so you have 2 ways to get there. The first is to lay back any way you want to get there. Or you can reach your arms forward and see how it feels to lay back slow and controlled. If it doesn't feel good, certainly skip this part. Reach your arms over your head. If the wall is there, just press into it. Hug both your knees into your chest. Lift your head up, squeeze into a little ball. Then lower your head, lower your feet down. Place your arms by your sides. Bridge pose, lift slowly. So gently bring the hips up, low back, rib cage up. Now when you lower down, I want you to do this little by little. Set the upper back, mid back, low back, and hips down. So you're kind of coiling the spine. Hips up, low back up, ribs up. Lower back down the same way. Ribs, low back, hips. Keep cycling through that. The inhale brings you up, squeeze your butt. Exhale lowers you slowly down, vertebra by vertebra. Couple more. Only lift as high as it feels intuitively comfortable for your body. One more. Reach your arms out wide to your sides. Bring your legs in together to touch, and we'll take an eagle twist here. So cross your right knee over your left. Drop your knees towards the left and turn your head to the right. Return your legs through the center, uncross, and switch sides, left over right. Stack the knees. Drop your knees right towards the floor. Turn your head left. Bring your knees back through the center, uncross. Happy baby, bring your knees in towards your chest. Either grab the backs of your thighs, point your feet to the ceiling, or see if you can reach your hands for the outer edges of your feet. You can also grab the outer ankle. Move a little here, just explore a little side to side movement. Center. Rest both your feet to your mat. You have two options here. See if it's comfortable to bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide. If it's not for any reason, do the opposite. Take your feet wide and knees together. So both good options. Place your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. Take a deep breath into your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. 2 more. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Rest your arms by your sides. If you happen to have a bolster or a big pillow, what you can do is place that underneath your knees, and it'll take any pressure out of your low back. Or like we did in the beginning, you have the option to keep your knees bent. So figure out what's most comfortable and let your body settle into stillness. A lot of pain or stiffness or discomfort in the body can come from one of two extremes. Either lack of movement or repetitive movement, stuff we're doing all the time. And the repetitive movement can be something like extreme sports, or repetitive movement can be sitting all day. So ask yourself, where do you fit on that range from not moving enough to maybe too much repetitive movement in the body? And the answer to many questions in life, but especially in the body, is about balance. Often we need a little more movement or more gentle movement. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Create little movements through your body. Turn your head side to side. Bend your knees into your chest. Grab with your hands. Move yourself from side to side. Roll all the way over to one side of your body in a fetal position. Rest your head on your arm. Lift yourself up to seated. Place your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart center and bow your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Through the practice of yoga, may we cultivate balance for our bodies, our hearts, and our minds. Thank you so much for practicing. Until next time.